Good day, everybody! Today we're going to learn about traits, physical characters of animals. But first, today we're going to learn about the types and classifications of animals. Now let's start by reading our vocabulary. I'll read first the vocabulary and then you repeat after me. Are you ready? Alright, let's start. Trait. Trait. Inherited. Inherited. Very good. Learned. Learned. Mammals. Mammals. Fish. Fish. Amphibians. Amphibians. Reptiles. Reptiles. Very good. Birds. Birds. Invertebrates. Invertebrates. Now let's watch this video.
There are many types of animals in the world. Some have gills to help them breathe underwater. Some have wings to help them fly. The purpose of this digital story is to talk about the physical characteristics of animals and how they use their traits to help them survive. What are some of the characteristics you see in this photo? Did you notice that some animals have fur, scales, or feathers? Some of them are very big or very small. Each of them is a different color, too. These are all characteristics, or traits, features used to identify creatures. Inherited traits are passed down from parents to their children, like hair or scales, the shape of a beak, or what type of teeth you have. Now that we know what physical characteristics are, let's learn about the 6 major groups of animals: fish, birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, and invertebrates. First, let's talk about invertebrates. An invertebrate is an animal that doesn't have a spine. Some have a soft body or have a hard outer shell that covers them. This hard body is called an exoskeleton. They can be found in all sorts of different environments. Some examples of invertebrates are worms, squid, insects, and crabs. Now let's talk about amphibians. Amphibians need to live in wet places like swamps, rivers, and rainforests. Baby amphibians have gills because they are born underwater. As they get older, they grow lungs so that they can go on land. Some amphibians include frogs, toads, and salamanders. Let's move on to reptiles. Reptiles lay eggs, have scales like fish, and have legs. Reptiles are covered in scales. As they grow, reptiles have to shed the outer layer of their skin. They don't breathe underwater, but spend a lot of time in wet areas. Some reptiles include alligators, crocodiles, sea turtles, and snakes. Now let's talk about birds. Birds are covered in feathers and have wings they can use to fly. Not all birds can fly, like penguins, but all have wings. Birds have hard beaks that help them eat berries, seeds, nuts, and small creatures. Birds also lay eggs. Owls, parrots, chickens, and hummingbirds are all birds. Next, let's talk about fish. Fish have fins, scales, and gills that help them breathe underwater. Fish lay eggs, and many fish make dozens, hundreds, and even thousands of eggs. There are many different kinds of fish, like manta rays, seahorses, and clownfish. Finally, let's talk about mammals. Mammals have fur or hair and produce milk to feed their babies. Instead of eggs, they give birth to live babies. Sound familiar? That's because humans are mammals. Some mammals, like deer, have rough hair. This helps them keep cool and dry in the summer and warm in the winter. Some mammals, like rabbits, have soft, fuzzy hair that protects them from rain and bugs. Some mammals, like dolphins and whales, have no fur at all. Some of our mammal family members include lions, monkeys, wolves, and whales. Now that you know more about animals' physical characteristics, What kinds of animals live near you? Do you know if they are invertebrates, amphibians, reptiles, birds, fish, or mammals like you? Studying the physical characteristics of an animal can tell you a lot about it. We learned about invertebrates, fish, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. Have fun identifying and learning about all these animals and their traits.
Okay, now let's try and see what you've learned from the video. Tell me what kind or what classification of animal is it based on the video. Now I'll show you pictures of animals and tell me what kind or type of animal is it. Okay? What type? Is a frog amphibian? That's right. A frog is an amphibian. Now how about this picture? Are you ready? Okay. Are meerkats mammals? Yes, they are. Meerkats are mammals. How about a spider? Is a spider an invertebrate? Correct. They are invertebrates. Now how about an iguana? Is it a reptile or an amphibian? Yes, they are reptiles. How about this newt? Is it amphibian? Correct. Yes, they are. How about clownfish? You guessed it right. Clownfish are fish. Now how about a turtle? Is it a reptile? Very good. Turtles are reptiles. Now how about this? This is a salamander larva. That's right, it's an amphibian. How about an elephant? Is it a mammal? That's right, it's a mammal. And how about sharks? Are sharks fish? That's right, they are fish. How about a peacock? Is it a bird? That's right, a peacock is a bird. Are jellyfish invertebrates? Are you sure? That's right, they are invertebrates. Now how about this ostrich? Is it a bird? That's right, ostrich are birds. Now I prepared a worksheet for you. Now on this worksheet, write the names or types of animals where it belongs. Don't forget to submit your answers to your teacher. Till next time, goodbye!